So participatory defense is where people that is impacted by the system may be experiencing the courts and they don't have money to possibly pay for certain type of counsel. People are like, if you don't pay them, what they expect to be paid, a lot of work they just won't do. So this is where we, not being your lawyer, show up with you to make sure that the people in the courtroom, like the judge or the prosecutor, they see that you are not alone and people actually love you. And we also get the opportunity to work side by side with the lawyer that could be very busy and don't have the time to do certain things like uh, pull character videos or character letters from other people that actually love you so we could paint a different picture about you that isn't only about the accusations that you face, and it shows who you are as a person. It shows the people that love you. It shows who you are to your community and who you are to like just people around, whether they hear or not.
An example of that would be a situation with a young lady by the name of Rhodesia Neek. She called us and let us know her 3-year-old daughter had been murdered by the babysitter where she dropped her off at and the babysitter's husband. And her daughter had been dead for over a year and nothing was being done about it at all whatsoever. So she contacted us, asked if we could assist her in getting, the perpetrators arrested. And we told her, of course, if this is true, we checked it out, looked at the autopsy. The autopsy said, homicide. Got in touch with the detectives, asked them, what was going on, what was the problem. Put us in contact with the DA who was handling the case. And so we did a simultaneous investigation and turned over any information we had over to the DA, who they should talk to about these, about these situations, so on and so forth. And we were just doing this as a service to the mother. This is what she asked for. So subsequently, the couple was arrested and they were charged with the murder of this 3-year-old little girl. And it's up to the jury and the court system. It's totally out of our hands at that point. So we did our job, what the mother asked for, to bring these people to justice for the murder of her child. So there was a reporter that wanted to do a story on it, and we were gonna hold a press conference, do the story, and he called me, on the way over, and asked me, "Were we the group that did the story on Cornell?" And I told him we were, and he let me know that he would only want the mother alone in the shot. And so she went ahead and did the shot herself. But the activists, we were the ones that were mainly involved in bringing light to the situation. Were the ones that was on the ground doing the groundwork, and we were not in the picture in the shot. So nobody ever even knew, of us and the work that we had done in the case. We were basically shunned. And even in the Karen Miles case, the Karen Miles case was on TV every day for probably about 3 weeks total. And there were small little clippets, of the activists being seen. But that was noticeable from the activist community because I received a phone call from one of the activists. And, they made note, Brother Kofi, the national chair of NBUF, made notice that the media, was shunning the activists that were on the front line, as to not wanting the public to know or to get out or have the situation, totally controlled or the narrative being controlled and not completely telling the entire story of what went along. Because there was another missing person who was associated with Devontae Clark, and the police just swept that situation up under the rug, and that case is still open to this very day. And when the Karen Miles case came up, if it were not for activists being involved, this would have, in my mind, been truly another missing person that went unsolved, and someone's killing spree would have continued.